What's up, guys? Juice here, and today I want to talk to you about my love-hate relationship with rain jackets. Now, if you're into the outdoors, backpacking, and gear, consider hitting that subscribe button for more upcoming videos. Now, I love the idea of a rain jacket, a piece of gear you can put on when the weather turns that'll protect you from the elements, whether it's snow, rain, wind, something that's going to keep you on the trail. The problem is, rain jackets have always let me down. Typically, rain jackets are heavy, they're bulky, they're clammy, and within an hour or so, they eventually all wet out. So I love the idea of a rain jacket. The problem is, my expectations have never been met. Now let's talk about the basics of rain jackets for a minute. Most jackets today come in a 2, a 2.5, or a 3-layer laminate. 2-layer rain jackets consist of a water-resistant membrane attached to a face fabric like a nylon that has a DWR, or durable water repellent, finish. 2.5-layer jackets have a similar outer shell and inner membrane to the 2-layer jackets, but also feature a polyurethane coating on the inside, which helps protect from sweat, dirt, and oils that could clog the pores of the jacket and affect the breathability. Now, a true 3-layer jacket has a DWR fabric on the outside, bonded to a waterproof breathable membrane in the middle, followed by an actual third polyurethane film, not just a coating, which helps extend the lifespan of the jacket by making it so the middle waterproof layer never actually comes in contact with your skin, which contains the dirt, the oils, etc. Now, over the years, I have owned quite a few different rain jackets consisting of 2-layer, 2.5, and even 3-layer jackets. And they're from very reputable manufacturers. And to be honest, I've never been truly happy with any of them. My first few rain jackets were on the heavy side and did not breathe well, and after an hour or so, they'd eventually wet out. As the years went on and I started lightening my gear, I started investing in lighter weight rain jackets, which were a lot more breathable, a lot more packable, but still, after a couple hours of consistent rain, they'd eventually wet out, especially in the shoulder areas. Now, maybe it's just me, but the fact that a jacket can eventually wet out bothers me. Now, let me be clear what I mean by wetting out. I don't mean the jacket actually failed. It's not like water is pouring through the jacket and I'm completely soaked. I mean that the nylon fabric, it wetted out. The durable water repellent wasn't enough to hold back the water after a couple hours of consistent rain, and I'm starting to get a damp feeling inside the jacket. You can see that it's a little bit soggy, especially in the shoulder areas. If you were to look on the inside of the jacket, you can definitely notice the dampness. You can feel the dampness, you can feel the cold a little bit more, and it adds a pretty significant amount of weight to the rain jacket because it's waterlogged. For me, rain gear is a lifeline. It's a safety feature, and it's a way to stay on the trail when the conditions turn for the worst. I want something that's going to keep me dry, comfortable, and warm, really no matter what conditions come up. Enter in my newest piece of gear. This is the Gore R7 Shakedry Trail hooded jacket. Instead of the typical 3-layer waterproof jacket, this consists of just 2 layers since it eliminates the outer nylon shell. The outside is a highly breathable Gore-Tex laminate called Shakedry, and the inner material is called Gore-Tex Active, which feels more like a material than the slippery, rubbery material that's inside most rain jackets. Shakedry is a permanent beading material that will not soak through and has been used by quite a few big-name companies in ultralight running jackets. The problem with the Shakedry material is that it is very thin and not recommended by Gore for use with a pack. Now, this is the trail version of the original material, so it's actually 30% thicker than, say, the material used on the Arc'teryx Norvin, although it is a little bit heavier. This is a slim fit jacket, and most would consider it super basic. There is a hood with a cinch cord in the back, there's a cinch cord on the bottom to tighten, and a small pocket for your cell phone. Now, I have a Pixel 4 XL, and it does fit just barely in that pocket, but it does take a little bit of finagling to get in there. There are no pit zips, and there are no hand pockets, which may be a deal breaker for some of you. Now, I have not tested this jacket whatsoever, besides running the sleeve underneath the sink, so these are just my initial impressions. Now, let's talk about the things that I am excited for in this jacket. Number 1, I am excited for the waterproofness of this jacket. My expectation is that it will keep me completely dry in a multi-day rainstorm. This may not be realistic, but here's to hoping. Although Gore does not post the level of waterproofness on their site, Montbell uses the lighter Shakedry material in their Peak Dry shell jacket, and they claim 50,000 millimeters of waterproofness, which is pretty much off the charts as far as rain jackets are concerned, since most come in at around 10,000 to 20,000 millimeters. So you may be asking yourself, how do they test the waterproofness for a jacket? Well, They use a 1-inch sealed tube of water on a piece of fabric. They observe how many millimeters of water the fabric can withstand within a 24-hour period before it soaks through. So for this jacket, it was able to withstand 50,000 millimeters of water or 164 feet of water before it would start to leak through the fabric. So in the case of this jacket, the material will actually fail before it will let any water through. The second thing I am really excited for in this jacket is the breathability. This material is the most breathable material on the market today. Like I mentioned before, the Montbell Peak Dry jacket uses a lighter version of this Shakedry material, and they claim a breathability vapor transfer rate of 80,000 grams per meter squared over 24 hours. So without getting all technical, 10,000 grams per meter squared over 24 hours is for a vapor transfer rate is considered pretty good, kind of average run-of-the-mill within most jackets. Now, if you can get to 20,000 grams per meter squared, that's considered highly breathable. The third thing that I'm really excited for is the packability. Because this is only a 2-layer jacket instead of a typical 3-layer, the packability is much better than any other 3-layer jacket that you're going to see. Check out the difference between my previous Arc'teryx Norvin jacket versus the Gore-Tex Shakedry. As you can see, there is quite a bit of a difference between the two. The fourth thing that I'm really excited for in this jacket is the windproofness. This is an extremely windproof jacket, and since I don't use a wind jacket, my rain jacket serves as both. The final thing that I'm really excited for with this jacket is how lightweight it is. It actually comes in at a full ounce lighter than my Arc'teryx Norvin in the size medium. Now, that may not sound like a lot, and an ounce is only an ounce, but for a jacket that provides as much as it does, for it to be even lighter than my previous jacket, that's a win. Now, it's not the lightest on the market. There are jackets that are 4 or 5 ounces that provide similar specs, but for me, I think this is going to be the way to go. Now, like I mentioned, I have not tested this jacket in the field, but let's talk about a few of my concerns. My first concern is durability. This material is extremely lightweight and needs to be taken care of. You would not want to use this jacket for bushwhacking or much off-trail use. Andrew Skirka did a great review on the Gore H5 Shakedry jacket, which uses the same thicker Shakedry material, but has a few extras like a longer cut in the back and zippered hand pockets. He reported very good results both in waterproofness, breathability, and durability. Gore has since, unfortunately, discontinued their H, or fast hiking line, which is why I'm trying out their more running version of this trail hooded jacket. My second concern with this jacket is that there is not a waterproof zipper on this. To save on weight and packability, they actually put a water-resistant zipper, but not a waterproof zipper. Instead, they put a waterproof flap to channel the water that eventually seeps through down the channel and out the bottom of the jacket. Now on my Arc'teryx Norvin jacket, I have a similar channel, and unfortunately in torrential downpours, I would get soak through right on the zipper line after a couple hours of torrential downpours. So definitely some more testing is going to be needed. My third and final concern with this jacket is that there are no pit zips on this jacket. My Arc'teryx Norvin had permanently opened pit zips, which I really enjoyed. This material is supposed to be so breathable that it doesn't need pit zips. Now, that's what they claim. We'll see. To summarize, this jacket checks a lot of boxes to be my perfect rain jacket. It's supposed to be highly waterproof, highly breathable, very packable, and overall just a simple piece of gear that should work really well in the field. Will it perform? Will it deliver? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching, guys. Juice out.